It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, the Toronto Raptors rolled the dice last season and gambled on acquiring Kawhi Leonard. They knew it could be just a one-year rental, with Leonard able to be a free agent in 2019. But Kevin, after winning the 2019 NBA title, anything else is gravy.
The first title in franchise history, DA. Such a huge moment for the team, city, and the country of Canada. And here's a look at some numbers for Gasol.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Wright and Doncic are the backcourt pair. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 slot. And for the Raptors, on the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And it's Van Vliet in the point. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they've just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island and it's just not fair.
Good point. Outside, Porzingis. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Stolen. Powell against Doncic. And the dunk by Powell.
Just another part of what makes Gasol so special, the vision to locate the open man.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 4-point game. Wright finds Doncic. Back to Wright. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Fast break, Toronto. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Now the pass to Van Vliet. 18 feet out.
And that stifling defense of Cauley-Stein is what got him drafted 6th back in 2015.
Bounce pass from Kid Gilchrist. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Pass to Powell. Now Siakam. Guarded by Doncic. Porzingis against Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Powell. Baseline jumper. No good off the back of the rim. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Wright. Back to Kid Gilchrist. In the corner, Wright with it. Porzingis trying to get free. And Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Now Van Vliet coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Shoots over Powell. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Missed inside.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Van Vliet with it. Now Wright defending. Van Vliet with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
But hey, a win is a win. Sometimes you're not going to play your best, so you have to just gut it out, right? Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness great. His toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Al Gasol following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. And Doncic, here we go. That puts them in the lead. Doncic has got his second bucket.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Gasol passes to Anunoby. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
When you talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors, where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They're able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Passes it to Powell. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Right, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. And the pass to Doncic. Over in the corner, Porzingis. They get it again. Cauley Stein. It's tipped.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling. The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And it's blocked, but he recovers it. Right for three. Toronto grabs the miss. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
You know, it started off poor execution at the top of the list for me, and that typically leads to a low field goal percentage.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. Patrick McCaw comes in for Norman Powell. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Kid Gilchrist. Now, here's Doncic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And Toronto called for the foul.
Yeah, you just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul.
Some changes for Toronto. Johnson, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Pascal Siakam. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jackson comes in for DeLon Wright. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic feeling it out. From 12 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good. Doncic has got 10 points.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
An aggressive move by Stanley Johnson can score the ball a number of ways inside.
Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic kicks to Kleber. Pass to Powell. Doncic outside. And here is Hardaway. No points in the game yet for him. Just 3 to shoot from deep three-point range. The rebound by Ibaka.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Mavericks with the rebound.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Jackson dishes to Doncic. Pass to Powell. Pass to Hardaway. From deep. That shot off the mark. And Toronto will come the other way. In the corner, Hollis-Jefferson. There's the three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson, the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Johnson. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hardaway goes in. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Raptors trail by 4. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. It's deflected. Here's Johnson. There's the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Here's McCall. Van Vliet looking around. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Mavericks leading by 4. Trying to end the drought. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Van Vliet. Here's McCall. Guarded by Doncic. Trying to get open as Johnson. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Jackson in the corner. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Doncic. Now here's Van Vliet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
First free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson. He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Ibaka against Powell. Ibaka, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. The baseline jumper goes down. 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Kleba. Back to Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
That free throw, no good.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Now here is Ibaka. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka, and it's in there.
And from that mid-range area, Serge gotten pretty reliable.
.29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. 16 seconds left to play in the first.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. Van Vliet.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
We've got Ibaka. Fred VanVleet out there with McCaw. And it's Boucher in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's the triple. The shot missing. Toronto shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Here's McCaw. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Misfires on the corner 3. Here's Finney-Smith, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Over to the wing. Here's McCaw, guarded by Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Here's VanVleet, trying to get open as Ibaka. From down in the low post, it goes.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23, and he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Here's Kleba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A Smitty, of recent players to enter the league, which had rookie seasons that surprised you?
I think Donovan Mitchell, the way he came out of the gates. I knew Luka Doncic was good, but because I hadn't seen much film or seen him live, he surprised me. Trae Young, the way he's played from a small guard position, those are some of the guys that have surprised me. Some were high drive picks, and some were a little bit lower, but those are the 3.
Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Pascal Siakam comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Powell in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Dallas, Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Wright in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's Powell. 14 points from him the last game against Washington. 11 feet away. That one goes. Count it. Siakam's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Wow, he's becoming a more sophisticated scorer. Siakam beats good D with better O.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. Fires at the elbow. Connects, the jumper drops.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Now Powell, looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. McCaw, the pass to Gasol. From 7, poked away. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The 17-footer. Rebound by the Raptors.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Powell, the pass to McCaw. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Wright kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Five on the clock. On the wing, Doncic. Shoots over Powell. That one wide left.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
A strange saga last season for Patrick McCaw. Restricted free agent with the Warriors. He sat out, Smitty, for months.
He did, Kevin. Eventually signed a non-guaranteed deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he was waived within days, prompting a league investigation. A promising young player, the Dubs didn't want to lose him, and eventually signed with the Toronto Raptors, and he won another chip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. And then for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Right outside. That's tipped. Siakam outside. And Siakam throws it down.
This is a big part of Siakam's game. The ability to put the ball on the floor and make a play.
The Mavericks trailing. Right with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. Gasol with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Up the floor, and that one's good. Right.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's McCall. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Powell, no one around him, drills it from outside. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Mavericks trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Wright. He's guarded closely. The dish now to Cauley-Stein. Can't hit that one. Raptors leading by 3. Down low. And Siakam throws it down.
This is the modern day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. The pass to Doncic. Shoots over Powell. Doncic, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Anunoby. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here is Doncic. He's got 11. Pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. Now, Wright. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Wright. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. The Mavericks rebound. Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 13 points in the game.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, It's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here's Powell. 5 points in the game. Outside Gasol. Over Cauley Stein. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Siakam. Gasol's got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto. And here are the Mavericks now. They host the Spurs after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Cauley Stein finds Porzingis. And here is Doncic. From the stripe. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
In the corner, right with it. For the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Powell, the pass to Anunoby. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Over Cauley Stein. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Raptors leading by 7. Here's Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a 2-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
Now here's Wright. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
One of the league's best kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Well, Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Porzingis. He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And for that Thunder game, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W. And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Patrick McCall. Hardaway hits them both.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Here's Van Vliet. Gets that one to drop. A rare make, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Here's Wright. The Raptors getting the bucket. Hardaway dishes to Wright. Baca against Powell. Porzingis kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. On the wing, Hardaway. Dallas, no good that time either.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Johnson, the pass to Ibaka. And there it is for him. And it's a 12-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Outside, Porzingis. There's 1:38 left in the first half. Back to Wright. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top three-point shooting wingman in the league. 5th, Tim Hardaway Jr.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the three isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
When the three-point shot is working for one of these fellas, that's when the defense has to be worried, because any of them can get hot from behind the line.
We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Now here's Wright. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Hardaway. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Johnson finds Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson goes in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Putting the ball on the floor, being aggressive. Stanley making his presence felt.
For Toronto, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And that one falls for Johnson. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And both free throws good for Johnson.
Little by little, Stanley Johnson is developing into a more dependable player, really starting to understand his role on this team.
Now Hardaway. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. To end the cold streak. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks, White and Doncic are the backcourt pair. Porzingis is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Wright looking around. Gasol with the block. Powell against Kidd-Gilchrist. The shot by Powell, no good.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Here's Porzingis. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Now here's VanVleet, guarded by Wright. VanVleet with it. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Gasol. Clock at 4. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He has slimmed down a lot from his rookie season. Marc Gasol still strong enough to power through contact. Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol, even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. That one misses for Gasol. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
An average shooter from deep. It's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Here's Van Vliet. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gasol deciding where to go with it. In the corner, Powell with it. Over Doncic. And the Raptors miss again. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Right outside. He's looking for Kid Gilchrist and finds him. And that one drops.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Van Vliet. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. His last 10 games have been exceptional. Second in blocks, 9th in three-point field goal percentage, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. And he makes both free throws. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Passes to Doncic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Toronto leading by 9. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. The pass to Siakam. Over Porzingis. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And Doncic gets it to go.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
A nice shot by Gasol.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Here's Doncic. 21 points in the game. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Now here's Wright. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Now here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, he's able to shoulder more and more of the load offensively. Siakam's star continues to rise.
Mavericks trail by 8. And here's Doncic. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. The drive by Siakam. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Doncic passes to Kid Gilchrist. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis inside, covered by Siakam. They grab their own miss. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They get Marc Gasol.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein.
And what I like about Cauley Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Hardaway's checked in for Porzingis. Both shots good from the stripe. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Finney-Smith, and he's good on the 3-ball. Finney-Smith's got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Van Vliet kicks to McCaw. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. Hardaway goes in. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's McCaw. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 5.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Now here's Hardaway. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And Toronto has possession following the missed shot by Willie Cauley Stein.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Mavericks trail by 12. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. They need this. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol finds Van Vliet. Back to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Hardaway for 3. Gasol with the rebound.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Siakam misses.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at Van Vliet, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
That free throw missing. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Dallas calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Doncic passes to Kleba. Outside Jackson. Will it go? Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got 6 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Left side Gasol. To the left wing. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mavericks trail by 12. Over in the corner, Doncic. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol. That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Toronto leading by 11. Here's McCall. 5 points in the game. Johnson outside. Ibaka right side. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. And again, Toronto no luck. Mavericks trail by 11. Over in the corner, Doncic. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Doncic has got 23. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's McCall, guarded by Doncic. Johnson, the pass to Ibaka. And it's blocked. Jackson down low. Count it, good. Jackson's got 8 points.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's McCall, guarded by Doncic. McCall gets to Gasol. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. 13 points in the game.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The pass to Doncic. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Ibaka. There's Hollis Jefferson, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mavericks trail by 11. Picked his pocket. Johnson outside. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket.
I'll tell you, that's a freight train coming through. No one wanted to step in and take the charge from Stanley Johnson.
Dallas has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Some changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in, and it's Powell in for Patrick McCall. And Dallas with a change here too. White's checked in, so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Raptors. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And I think for Toronto, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
And here is Powell after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. Ibaka, the pass to Boucher.
And looking now at some numbers for Hardaway. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Kicks it to right. Powell, the pass to Kleba. Here's Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Tries from 16, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
That's tipped. They get it back. Ibaka. And another shot. Boucher's shot is off.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here is Hardaway. 6 points for him. Fires the 3. But they get it back. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Toronto ahead, up 11. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Hollis Jefferson. He's out there with Norman Powell. Johnson is out there with Ibaka. And it's Boucher in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now Powell, pass to Kleba. Right outside. Shot clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Johnson outside. Shoots over Powell. Ibaka, no luck. Mavericks trail by 11. In the corner, Powell with it. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Right wing. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The shot by Powell, no good. Raptors leading by 9. Fires from 14, and the Raptors miss again.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Hardaway passes to Powell. Count that one. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Powell against Wright. Back to Powell. He kicks to Johnson. Ibaka outside. Shoots over Powell. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Johnson against Hardaway. Johnson over to help. To the paint. Here's Jackson. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Raptors with the lead. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Ibaka, and the Raptors miss again. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him then to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
You know, when he's in his comfort zone and he's got space, those are the results.
Toronto calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Wright, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Porzingis against Siakam. Porzingis passes to Cauley-Stein. Powell against Hardaway. Bucket is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein. Ibaka right side. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Anunoby. The three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 5. A wide open look here for Wright. No good on the triple.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole. Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And the rejection by Ibaka. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The free throw drops for Powell. Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. And he can't hit the second. Mavericks trail by 8. Passes it to Porzingis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Porzingis with the ball. Right outside. Shoots from 14. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the middle. Here's Powell. Nice D from Doncic.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Three-pointer right. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The free throw drops for Powell. And so here is Dallas. And Wright kicks to Doncic. Powell with the steal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Mavericks trail by 10. And here is Wright. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. So it's Toronto now. They have a 9-point lead. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Wright. From deep. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Wright. And that's now 26 points for Luka Doncic. Toronto leading by 6. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Ibaka against Cauley Stein. And again, Toronto no luck.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Porzingis looking it over. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Ibaka. And he gets it back. And Doncic gets it to go. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Now here's Powell, and there's the pass to Siakam.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Powell, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Mavericks trail by 6. Wright, the pass to Doncic. Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got 17 points here in the second half. Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. Pass to Powell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one at the line is good.
I love how hard he's playing, really, since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
Good on both. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Here's Doncic. Tries again, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Doncic against Powell. Inside, Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Mavericks trail by 8. Now, Wright. Doncic outside. Latrey. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Doncic against Powell. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Doncic.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Toronto calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Toronto leading by 8. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Here's Doncic after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Porzingis is double, and the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Doncic. Out to the right wing. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next shot. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Wright with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And it's Wright missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Another shot. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both shots good from the stripe.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Trying to get open as Ibaka. Banked in off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 8.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Right outside. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Powell, the pass to Siakam. Back to Powell. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Doncic. Powell with the steal. No good from outside. Stolen by Van Vliet. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him. The Mavericks pull it in.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Mark, we know how important home court is, but especially for you guys down here in Memphis. What's the importance of defending that home court for the team?
We need to win. We need to win, especially at home. Home is always important, and we need every single one of them.
Yeah, FedEx was really kicking tonight, and you guys made that happen. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.